A Tale of Three Monkeys and a Baboon. Nigeria has four ethnic groups: the Hausa, the Fulani, the Yoruba, and the Igbo. Three of these groups are ethnic indigenous to their regions of Nigeria, but one of these groups is not indigenous to Nigeria. The Fulani, from their home nation of Senegal, migrated into Nigeria, and we accommodated them. The Fulani are also the only ethnic group that has made war on every indigenous ethnic group of Nigeria. First, against the Hausa with their Usman Danfodio jihad. Second, against the Yoruba in the underhand annexing of Ilorin. Third, against the Igbo with the Biafra War culminating in a genocide. As a result, today we have a situation where 11 million Fulani dominate 189 million ethnic Nigerians on their own fatherlands. You hear about cabals and Islamization agendas, and you true Nigerians think it's a joke. I don't blame Biafrans for agitating for secession. Why are Biafrans agitating, and why is every other Nigerian against them and wishing them bad? What exactly is wrong with agitating for the right to rule yourself and determine your own future on your own father's land? What's wrong with that? I will answer these questions for you bluntly so that it will resonate deep into your brains. When you have three people being oppressed, imagine you've got three people locked in a room by an oppressor, being oppressed and beaten. One of the oppressed will always get the worst of the oppression. And one of the oppressed as well, another one of the oppressed, will get the least of the oppression. The truth is that the Igbos are the most oppressed Nigerians and have suffered the most at the hands of the Fulani, and that's why they want to leave. And anyone who denies that is being dishonest with themselves. The Hausas are directly under Fulani yoke and rule. They have suffered enough through the wars and lack of development imposed on them by the Fulani. I sincerely doubt that their great queen, Queen Amina, would have wanted her people, the Hausas, to be living as they are today. But the Hausas are so disorganized and afraid. They think it best not to upset the current status quo and to maintain their position, since the brunt of the Fulani oppression is currently facing the Igbos. The Yoruba are the least oppressed, and they understand this position, and they know it's in their interest to keep quiet and keep everyone else where they are. So that the Fulani gaze of oppression doesn't notice them and turn towards the Yoruba. The Yoruba are playing ostrich, hoping that if they don't see the lion won't see them. The Fulani are a landlocked people who have successfully grabbed land and now looking for access to the ocean. The Yoruba understand this very well, and they understand that if the Igbos secede, they will be next in Fulani focus, so they are afraid. To any Yoruba that doesn't understand this, telling an Igbo man not to succeed is like telling him to stay and continue suffering with you because your own suffering is less than his. This is very disingenuous, and the Igbos clearly see through it. To the Igbo man, the Yoruba man is just using him to do shield from the beatings. Yoruba people are very clever people, and even in this state of oppression where they've been locked up, 3 of them been locked up in a room being oppressed, they can't help but still apply this cleverness. They understand that as 3 of them are there being beaten and oppressed, if they can wedge themselves between the Igbo and the Hausa, then if the cane is coming from the left, it's more likely to hit the Hausa. And if it's coming from the right, it's more likely to hit the Igbo. So the best position to be in will be in the middle. As a Yoruba man, your best bet is to stop hating the Igbos and start your own agitation for your own security and for your children's interests and their future. Do you really feel safe in Nigeria today? A Nigeria that is registered as an Islamic country and constantly pushing to impose full Sharia law. Instead of you Yoruba to join forces with the Igbo, you waste your time stereotyping and castigating him for wanting his freedom. The more you and other ethnic groups antagonize the Igbo, the more they will want to go. And when the Igbo go, maybe this message will become clearer to you all. This message is for the Yoruba youth. Your leaders and your media have misinformed you. Let me tell you something. Biafra is gone. Nothing is stopping it anymore. And when that goes, this message will become clearer to you. When you become the new target of the Fulani in their quest for access to the ocean. If you do not wake up now and wake yourselves up and start fighting for your own secession, I am telling you now, in 50 years, all of Yoruba land will be Islamicized. Whether you like it, whether you're ready for it or not. I'm telling you now, the Igbos are gone. The Biafra movement has even grown beyond Nnamdi Kanu now. It is out the bottle. The genie is out. It's not going back. It is not going back. Your best interest now is to fight for your own secession. Stop hating the Igbo man. It's not going to stop him leaving Nigeria. Even the Hausas now are waking up. The Fulani herdsman episode has finally woken the Christian houses up, and also the Shia episode is beginning to wake them up. Listen, empires rise and crumble. The end of the Fulani Empire is here. It's a shame that as our guests, we could all have lived in a beautiful country together. But they pushed it. They pushed it so far that now they are running the risk of being run out of Nigeria. Yeah, the Fulani, you guys pushed it too far. There was no need for it. You pushed it too far with your selfish, narrow-minded ideology and agenda. Look, Nigeria is done. It's over. It's over. You can threaten, make noise, whatever, it's over. I'm happy now the houses are waking up. But Yoruba, you guys still seem to be lost. Stop listening to your so-called traditional rulers, elders, and media. Your media is paid up, under threat. Your media is so blinded by stereotyping other people fighting for their own freedom instead of them to be helping you fight for your own freedom. Do you like Nigeria? Hey, and then for any Muslim Yoruba that think they'll be better off with Fulanis, oh God, oh, you're even more lost than I thought. For any Muslim Yoruba inquirer, let me just advise you now. Fight for secession with your brothers down south. You will never say, or you will never, you know the Islamic call to prayer. You will never, as a Yoruba man, ever call that prayer in the north. They will never allow you, and I'm telling you now. If you think your allegiance is to the Sultan or whatever, you're lost. You're lost. You must join your brothers down south and fight for secession. Your brothers, from time, no one is going to impose anything on the other, like Fulani came and imposed on you. This is for you, your children, your future, and security, and that of your children's. I'm telling you again, Yoruba. If you guys don't wake up now, you wake up one day and the Igbos will be gone. And that's when you get the real taste of the Nigeria the Igbos left. You guys better wake up. I'm telling you, you better wake up. And the best thing you guys can do now is to boycott the 2019 election. Just sit at home. No need to. Soldiers will not come to your house, break your door, and force you to go and vote. Just stay in your house. Tell everybody you know Tell, see, forget, see, anybody, this message is not, I'm not even releasing this message for anybody 50 and above. That generation is gone. They're all lost in the head. This message is for 50 below because it's your future. The direction your people will take in the coming 20, 30 years. Do not go and vote. Boycott the election. They cannot force you to go and vote. And if you boycott the election and elections don't hold in enough states, the election is null and void. An interim government has to be set up and everybody will be forced to the table to talk about restructuring if you guys want to still stay, or uh, uh, going your own way. Let me tell you something. If you if you go and vote, you're just renewing your slavery certificate back to Fulani. Look at the candidates: Buhari Fulani, Atiku Fulani. Go and vote now. Go and vote. What? You go and vote because of how much? 4K. They'll give you 4K for 4 years. How many days can 4K last you? Do you know how many? In 4 years, there's over 1,400 days. Approximately 1,300 days in 4 years. How many days can 4K last you in Nigeria? It can't even last you 3 days. If you want to stretch it, if you want to stretch 4K for 4 years, that's 2 naira 70 kobo per day. What can you buy with 2 naira 70 kobo? Don't sell your future. Again, I'm advising you, the simplest thing to do is sit at home on election day. Don't go anywhere. If you renew your slavery certificate, that's up to you. But again, I'm telling you, Biafra is gone. There's no coming back. The IPOB movement is now moved on to legend. There's no stopping it anymore. So stop listening to your traditional rulers. They don't know what's going on. These guys, how many of them can even use smartphone or know how to send email? They don't know what's going on. Stop listening to your media. Your media is as corrupt as probably the most corrupted media in the world. Pay them, they write whatever anybody wants them to write. This is for your own good, Yoruba. Because even the Hausa now, they are waking up. Please take heed and take care. Please share this video and this message on all social media platforms, from Facebook to Instagram, wherever you can share it. Twitter, just share this message. All social media platforms and by word of mouth. Tell whoever you know, tell your friends, tell your family, tell them to tell their friends, tell them to tell their people in the village, tell them to tell their people in the village to tell their friends and family. Thank you.